Greetings, magical souls. I hope everybody is managing to navigate these very turbulent energies at the moment. I think they've been a bit wild since July, but it seems like a lot of things are coming to a head at the moment, particularly with relationships and things that we are really being called to let go of. It's been pretty wild. What's interesting for me is that I am learning very much just to go with the flow at the moment. So although animals are a huge part of my purpose, what I've been doing lately is seeing humans. And the last few card readings that I've had have been pretty amazing, I must say. I say amazing because they've almost become really, really healing in and of themselves. And it's been a space where people, it's almost become like a little coaching session and a therapy session. I find the cards are such a beautiful way of just getting people to just look at things, looking at their shadow, looking at their fears, all those kinds of things. And the last couple I've had have been so beautiful. What I've really, really, really enjoyed about them is the connection with people. So being on a Zoom and chatting and connecting. I mean, I increased my readings not so long ago from a sort of hour space to an hour and a half space, because I was finding that this was already coming in sort of at the beginning of the year. And I'm really glad that I did that, because it's been so nice to connect to people and, to share stories, share experiences, all of that kind of thing. And I think, not only is it therapy and holding space for them, but it's become almost like a two-way thing. It's just been so nice for me to connect with like-minded people. If any of you are like me, there are not a lot of people around you physically that are sort of on this path, and it can be quite lonely sometimes. So this engagement with people has been really, really amazing. And as I say, I think that it's important that I am just in flow at the moment. So I have a sense that I'm going to be moving. Probably, I'd really like to be like now, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be moving sort of probably within the next 6 months to a year. I see myself on a massive ranch. I've had this dream for years and years and years, but of having some kind of animal sanctuary, but where people can bring their animals to me for, almost like a visit or an in-person healing session, but obviously working lots online still like I do now. But having this animal sanctuary where I live and work in this place, but animals can come and go or stay permanently, and maybe I have a whole menagerie of different creatures that just decide to just stay, and maybe others just come when they need help, and others come to be rehabilitated and then released, all those kinds of things. But I've had this idea in my mind that I want to be on a big, like, rolling ranch somewhere. And like when I'm doing these videos, we might just find Gertrude the donkey, trying to eat my curls or eat my equipment and things like that. And if I'm ever on a live and things like that, that it'll just be like, there'll be a chicken flying here and a donkey sticking its head through the door, and just like a total menagerie, and it'll be almost chaos, but it'll be so much fun. So that's the vision that I'm really holding on to at the moment, because as I say, it doesn't really matter whether I'm helping animals or people. We're all souls that are living on this beautiful planet at the moment, and we are all here to make the shift. The animals are supporting us, we're supporting them, we're supporting the planet. The animals want the planet to be okay, this planet's supporting us. We're all just in the soup together, and it really is quite beautiful. So sorry, I digressed there a little bit, but I'm so excited about this dream. I can feel it, taste it, hear it, touch it. I can just imagine that it just, I mean, I probably, yeah, I'll probably look a bit more disheveled, but I think it's going to be amazing, and I just see that in my future. So that's why I say I need to be somewhere bigger, and somewhere where the land, where there are more animals and things like that. And although I love the bird life in New Zealand, there's just I want more life around me. I want more animal life around me, and you know, things that can kill me and that kind of thing. I need to be, you know, like I'm used to Africa. So just looking at, I've put my little desire and my intention out into the universe, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, but just back to my readings at the moment, because I seem to be doing more people work at the moment than animal work. What it inspired me to do was to create a Patreon after these last few readings. As I said, what I've really enjoyed is the engagement with people. So on this Patreon, I've just started with 3 tiers, and I'd love you to go and check it out if this sounds like something that appeals to you. But just really to have just once or twice a month, a reading, a healing. But after that, so we all get together in that space, but after that, to just, it doesn't even need to be like a Q&A, it can be a chat, you know, for anybody who wants to raise something or share something, or, but just for a beautiful sacred place for all of us to come together, like-minded souls who maybe don't have people in our physical vicinity. It's almost building this online community, and maybe, who knows, one day, wherever I may end up, you know, whoever's in that community, maybe I'll be able to see you in person. So that's really been the intention of the Patreon. I mean, I thought about Patreon like probably a year ago, and I've just never got onto it. And then after these 3 readings, I woke up early one morning, and it was like, I've really enjoyed this connection with people. So that's really the purpose of the Patreon. I love your comments on my YouTube videos, and even the people that email me with experiences they've had or comments on, and I love that engagement. But this engagement is just taking it to a new level, where we're not in person, but we're more face to face. And whether I am on with 1 person or 5 people or 50 people, it really doesn't matter. Each person can just share something or just listen from the background. It's just nice to know that we have the support. We're not alone. A lot of us are going through very similar things. Anyway, as I say, I just woke up early hours, and one morning it was like, I need to create a Patreon. And then I sat there for 3 days going, well, what do I do with that now? And then I sat in a meditation, funnily enough, after I was doing some work with the dragons. And all of a sudden, boom, 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 just these 3 ideas just came to me, and that's what I've gone with, you know. So the links to my Patreon are now down below in the description box of YouTube. They are on my Instagram channel, and also at with the social media links on my website. So if this calls to you, I would really love for you to join me on Patreon. It, of course, added to all the beautiful community that we are building, and just really engaging with one another on a more personal level. It obviously just, it helps me, it supports me, it helps me keep the lights on, it helps me pay for, you know, my bills and things like that. And that, in, you know, in doing that, it also helps me to keep providing the free content that I share with you. So just really coming on today to just announce that I have started a Patreon, why I've started it, what the intention is of it. Yeah, things are shifting rapidly at the moment, and I am just really going with the flow. I have my toolkit, I have the services that I offer on my website, and as I said, whether they be animal or human, we are all working towards this one goal of living in this beautiful, beautiful new place of peace, love, and joy. And I think the next couple of months might be pretty turbulent. So I wanted to really just have that support for people. But as I said, it's as much support for me and engagement for me. I hope this message has found you well, and I am sure that I will be back soon with more videos. just take care of yourself, a reminder to just do you, just sort out what you need to do. It might feel like saying no and being selfish is a really hard thing to do, but it isn't being selfish. Remember, that's not really the correct thing that we've been taught, because you have to fill your own cup before you can give to anybody else. So just a reminder to take the time that you need. Know that if you are going through things, you're not alone. We are all experiencing this upheaval, relationships, jobs, just you name it. It's just really quite volatile at the moment. And I mean, there's some days where I can't get out of bed. I just so still feeling like I've been hit by a steamroller, and just reminding myself just to take the time to integrate the energy and to just do what I can do at each moment, and just taking it almost hour by hour at the moment. So be easy with yourselves out there, be kind to yourselves, and just remember where we are headed, what we came here to do. Our souls know what they are doing, and we might not always be clued into what that bigger picture is, but yeah, it's important to trust and surrender and allow. Sending you all so much love and wishing you an absolutely magical day.